All right, everybody, we got 63 orders going out, totaling $2,322. Let's get to pulling and packing. All right, everybody, I'm excited to go over some of the sales over the weekend. I'm doing this so the next time you go out sourcing, maybe you can find some of these items as well. Let's get right into it. All right, first sale of the day is this Tommy Hilfiger Freedom jeans. You can see here, these are vintage, came from the storage unit buyout, paid 70 cents, and they sold for $27 plus $8.95 shipping. Vintage, the Great Northwest wool pullover sweater, sold for $30 plus $8.95 shipping. Bread and butter sale here, we picked this up at the Goodwill bins for $1 and sold for $12 plus $8.95 shipping. It is a Wrangler pullover quarter zip. All right, basic pair of Levi's 514. Picked these up at the Goodwill bins for $1 and they sold for $8 plus $8.95 shipping. This was from a previous bulk buyout. It's just some J. Crew women's jeans, sold for $11 plus $8.95 shipping. Moving some more older stock. This is a Seattle Seahawks men's sweater, sold for $7 plus $6.95 shipping. This Columbia men's button-up sold for $24.95 plus $5.95 shipping. This was from a previous bulk buyout back in March that I did. I bought about 800 pieces for about $800. So it puts buy cost around $1. These Perry Ellis Chino pants corduroy sold for $29 plus $8.95 shipping. This was from that bulk buyout I did a couple months ago where I bought 4 storage units with about 5,000 to 6,000 pieces of vintage new with tag items. If you're wanting to know a little bit more about how I came across that bulk buyout, you can check out this link up here where I'll link a video where it goes more in detail on the strategy I use to be able to find a bulk haul like that. Tight squeeze. So this was a cool sale. G-Star Raw men's t-shirt sold for $18 plus $5.95 shipping. All right, something that I just never sell, but I found them in these storage units, are these Jockey men's boxer briefs, new with tags. These 4 sold for $85 plus $12.95 shipping. What makes these so special is that they were made in the year 2000. So they are technically vintage, and there is a collectible audience out there. So if you ever do come across Jockey new with tags, vintage underwear, it does have some value. Calvin Klein men's jeans sold for $27 plus $8.95 shipping. Next sale is these DKNY men's jeans, new with tags, sold for $32 plus $8.95 shipping. DKNY is a great brand to look out for. It's a bread and butter brand for me. So, you know, if you do find it, it does have some good sell-through rates on eBay. The men's jeans have been selling really well for me. So something to consider when you're out sourcing next time. This was a Goodwill bins pickup. It is a Champion turtleneck men's, sold for $8 plus $5.95 shipping. Buffalo David Bitton jeans always have good resale value. These are the model 6X, sold for $40 plus $8.95 shipping. Vintage Ralph Lauren wool Chino pants sold for $37 plus $8.95 shipping. I'd say about 70–80% of our sales are comprised of men's and women's jeans. That is mainly what I look for when I'm out sourcing. I don't prefer women's dresses or women's tops or anything like that's out of my comfort zone. I really have known and studied for the last year and a half men's and women's jeans. So when I'm out sourcing, I can know in the back of my mind, oh, I've sold this before, or I'm really familiar with the sell-through rates, so I keep on picking up the same items that have been selling. It doesn't really make sense as a reseller to go out and pick up things that you're not familiar with. Why? Because when you do volume, you don't want to be spending too much time looking up other items that you're unfamiliar with. Since we are going for the volume business model, I want to be picking up items that I've seen before, that I've sold before, and then just duplicate that process. I have a 5,000 item store, but when you break it all down, it's basically just 5 1,000 item stores within that 5,000 item store. It's not like 5,000 different items. It's 5,000 of pretty much the same type of items. Men's and women's jeans. That makes up about 50 to 70% of our store is women's and men's jeans. So that's something to consider when you go out sourcing and you want to grow and expand your business. You need to think hard and think more about how I want to grow my business. Do I want to go and do the everything store business model, which works? It's just hard to duplicate that process over and over and over again and scale it. All right, next up here are these vintage Converse men's pants sold for $34 plus $8.95 shipping. Next sale from a bulk buyout is this Deus Ex Machina men's collared shirt sold for $14 plus $5.95 shipping. This Eddie Bauer wool men's pullover, new with tags. It was vintage, sold for $64 plus shipping. Another storage unit sell. This was a Nautica men's cargo pants, sold for $26 plus shipping. Duluth men's shirt, sold for $7 plus $5.95 shipping. This was a Goodwill Bins purchase. Madewell women's jeans, sold for $10 plus shipping. Picked them up at the Goodwill Bins. They did have a defect on them, so just trying to get some of this older stock out of here. This is very old. 1629. And what I mean by old is just items that are over 3 to 4 months for me is old. So I go into my eBay store and do a markdown sell for any items that are over 90 days to 120 days. And I first start out by discounting them 30% off. And then I also have a 30% off daily coupon that I do. So these items can be marked down as heavily as 60, 70, 80% off. But the thing is, I buy these items for $1 to $2. So I'm still making money, but I'm just looking to take that money and reinvest it back into my business to buy better items with better sell-through rates. More DKNY jeans going out. These are actually corduroy pants sold for $39 plus shipping. And let's see if I could show the tag there. A lot of these still new with tags. All right, another combo order. Sold these Kenneth Cole men's jeans, all new with tags, sold for $140 plus shipping. Sold these Torrid women's boots, picked them up at the Goodwill Bins, sold them for $17 plus shipping. Sold these Diesel men's Oxford shoes for $50 plus shipping. These came from that storage unit buyout, still in very nice condition. And yes, I did the bend test, no dry rot, as these sat in a storage unit for 20 years. Sold this vintage Ralph Lauren bomber jacket for $75 plus shipping. So selling a lot of jackets, but that's to be expected. It's starting to get a little cooler out. All right, if you want sales just like this, consider joining my eBay coaching program where I work with you one-on-one to put a system in place so we can generate sales just like this. You can find it in the link in the description down below. I'll see you there.